Thank you for joining us tonight. We've had a small delay to get this one started. There's 14:41 left in the period. 0-0. on net. With 12:02 left in the period. Shots 3 for the Wolfpack, 2 for the Hunters. Good. Corkish out front to Moss. Moss shot. Tipped high and wide. Race for the puck. Corkish comes up with it. Slides over to Dahlstrom. Dahlstrom gets it deep. Raymond down low. McMorrow. Out to Talladge. Shot. Tipped wide. Sand on the forecheck. Kept in by Nadler. Oh, breaks Denfield. Another icing. There's another icing for Denfield. 10:33 left in the period. 0-0 score.
Yeah, we got fans over there.
Jackson Rude Sexton for the face-off. 50-50 puck. Park controls. Rude to Corkish. One-timer. Save. Puck out front. Whistle and covered. Rude takes a draw again. This time Duluth wins the draw. Turnover. Corkish. Up to Moss. Over to Rude. Rude controls. Tries to go backside. Deflected out of the zone. Schwartz picks it up neutral zone. Reverses the Rude. Rude. Back to Schwartz. Schwartz to Dahlstrom. Schwartz the attempted pass to Bailey. Intercepted. Duluth on the return. Denfield moving the puck in the neutral in the offensive zone. Puck tipped wide. Reverse back out. Reverse down low. Down to the corner. Rude gets it. Slows the pace down a little bit. Tries to get it up. Intercepted and reversed. Schwartz will give his effort here now and gets it up out of the zone. Oh. Miller with the save to Leaves 9 minutes left in the period. Shots 5-3 Denver. 5-3 Wolfpack. Cottage will step in to take the draw here. This one's won by the Wolfpack. Daly contested, chipped up the wall. Cottage intercepts, slides it up to Sand. Sand can't get it out. Reverse back in. Daly. This time reverses to Lucas. Lucas up to Sand. Sand chips it out. McMorrow on the rush. McMorrow forces turnover. McMorrow to Daly. Daly to Lucas. Lucas. McMorrow shoots, just tipped wide. Daly reverses back down low to Moss. Moss controls. Slides it over to Cottage. Back to Moss. This time to Corkish. Tipped away. Freeman with a shot. Tipped again wide. Moss recovers. Bodied off the puck. This one reversed up. Lucas keeps it down to Moss. Moss to Corkish. Shot wide. Wolfpack putting a little pressure on. This one kept in again by Lucas. Little fumble here at the blue line. This one's kept in. Corkish controls it. Tries to go to Moss. Moss escapes the pressure. Reverses the Rude. Rude to Corkish. To Moss. Shot off the goalie's helmet. Nather fumbles with it. One-timer over to Rude. That one's blocked. Gets it low to Corkish. Corkish reverses it to Rude. Rude slides it behind the net to Moss. Moss to Corkish. This one back out to Rude. Ooh. Tried to get Moss on the backside. Deflected away by the goalie. Freeman down to Moss. Freeman keeps it in. Slides it over to Nather. Nather to Rude. Rude. Another block by Denfield. This one rolls up to Nather. Nather back to Rude. Rude controls it. Off the bench to Bailey, who, off the stick and wide. Freeman tries to keep it in and does. Denfield scrambling to get it out. This one's out, but to Nather. Nather turns it in and drives. Toe drag. Save. 6:30 left in the period. Wolfpack putting a little pressure on Duluth. Shots on goal so far, 9-3. Max Kaplan steps in to take the draw. This one controlled by Denfield. Reverse back to the net. They escape pressure. Up the ice they come. Tony drives wide. Slides it out front. No one there for Denfield. Bailey gets it. Flips it out of the zone. This one looks like it's going to go down for icing. 6:06 left in the first period. Cottage will step in to take this defensive zone draw. This one to Schwartz. Schwartz escapes, rims it around, gets it out of the zone. Dahlstrom up to McMorrow. McMorrow checked off the puck, turned it over. Duluth brings it in. That's what saved. Loose puck out front. Another block shot out front. Cottage up to McMorrow. McMorrow battles to try to keep it in. Schwartz eases pressure. This one's reversed to Dahlstrom. Dahlstrom back to Schwartz. Schwartz up to McMorrow. McMorrow to Cottage. Cottage to Sand. Line change. Getting it deep. Duluth breaks out. Moss to Corkish. Corkish inside out. 2-on-1. Rude. Oh, just off the stick. Lucas down to Rude. Rude walks out of the corner. Gets it low to Corkish. Corkish. This one out to zone. Denfield gets it right back out. Lucas back to Rude. Rude hard off the glass, just on the outstretched reach of Bailey. This one will go for an icing. Fourth. Looks like D'Estacio will step in to take the draw here. This one won by Denfield. Pressure by Kaplan. Turnover to D'Estacio. D'Estacio races out of the zone, crosses the blue line. Zips one across the Nather. Nather drags it around the defender. Reverses to Kaplan. Kaplan over to Freeman. Freeman down low to Nather. Nather to D'Estacio. D'Estacio one-timer to Kaplan. Saved by Denfield. Kaplan continues the pressure, keeps it low to Bailey. Bailey tries to go to D'Estacio. That one's picked off. And this one's dumped out of the zone for an icing. 3:54 left in the period. Shots are continuing to climb for the Wolfpack. They just break the seal here on the Denfield goalie, Connor Doyle. Looks like Cottage will step in to take this off zone face-off. This one's one to Dahlstrom. Dahlstrom goes right down low. McMorrow intercepts the chip around. There's a battle loose for the puck. Cottage steps up. This one's shipped out of the zone. Dahlstrom in the neutral zone. Takes a step, reverses up. Turns it over. Schwartz there to intercept. He goes down. Cottage gets it. Up to McMorrow. McMorrow chips it out. Intercepted by Denfield. This one's going down for an icing. 3:12 left in the period. Choppy first period to start. Park sends out the line of Rude, Corkish, and Moss. Rude steps in to take this offensive zone draw. This one's won by the Wolfpack. Moss over to Schwartz. Schwartz shoots just wide, looking for the tip. Dahlstrom steps up to keep it in. There's a battle along the wall here. This one squirts out the Rude. Rude shot. Oop, oop. Rebound was there, just over skated. This one's kept it. Just out of the zone for Schwartz. This one did tag up and on the fork de Cheto, and Denfield settles for the flip out of the zone. This one goes back into the defensive zone, Daly zone. Dumped in the zone, icing waved off. Daly picks it up, controls it behind the net. Tries a chip pass, intercepted by Duluth. Duluth walks out front. This one's just shot just wide. Berlin escapes. Reverses to Daly. Daly tries to go across ice, intercepted by Duluth. Near chance on net. This one's whipped out front. Another chance. This one's kept in by Duluth. Berlin bodies. Intercepted by Rude. Rude up to Moss. Moss has it tipped away in the neutral zone. Dumped back into the defensive zone. The Wolfpack. McMorrow picks it up, reverses to Freeman. Freeman comes up the wall, has a little difficulty. Now gets it up to Rude. Rude through the neutral zone. 1-on-3, Rude has a chance. Scramble out front, McMorrow tries to get there, takes one. Puck still loose. This one up to Rude. Rude down to Sand. Sand battles, now McMorrow joins it. Looks like Duluth's just going to try to eat this one for the last 2 seconds. Period ends in a 0-0 tie. Wolfpack outshoot the Hunters 13-4. We'll be back after the. That's a T. The first one's a T. The second
Oh, I
one's
thought
an
it
L.
was I thought the first letter was a T or an L.
It's L-U-H-T.
Oh.
Luta the Lampy.
Matt, do you want to sit or do you want to stand?
Oh, I gotta stand.
And I would maybe go to this side of me. Actually, stay there.
Huh?
We're gonna be down there a lot.
I'm fine. No, I just need to get. There's so many bars that sit in my way. There's plenty of cord.
We'll be wireless next week though. We got dual wireless.
We can do interviews for the crowd.
Yeah.
What'd you think of that period? Like I say, I tried to get an interview with Coach Corkish, but he denied us. He was upset. I can only imagine it was the amount of turnovers Back for the second period here. We got Jackson Root taking the face-off. This one's one into the defensive zone of Denfield. Corkish on the forecheck. This one's up the wall, dumped out of the zone. This was touched by Dahlstrom. The icing is waved off. Schwartz battles by the net, wins the race. This one's centered out. Corkish takes it over, up to Moss. Moss chips it by the D, gets it deep. Wins the race to the puck. This one's chipped around by Denfield, knocked down by Rude and Moss one. In a battle, and Denfield escapes. This one gets up to Denfield, tipped into the zone. This one's turned over, tipped out front. Tipped just wide. Bailey picks up the puck and skates it out of the zone. Gets it over the zone, leaves it for Kaplan, but this one's intercepted by Denfield, and they got a 2-on-0 break here. D'Estasio hustles back, forces the shot. Saved by Miller, another save by Miller. Bailey skates it up, tips it in the zone. D'Estasio on it. D'Estasio goes down in the corner. This one's shipped out by Denfield. Now they're in the neutral zone. Takes it wide, chips it by. Nather. Freeman on the back. Skates, slows it down behind the net. Freeman having a little trouble up the wall. This one's reversed by Talich. Now they're to the puck. Chips up the wall. Sand tries to get it out. Shot on net. Tipped by Freeman just past Miller. Talich swoops in. Tries to get up the wall to Sand. That one's blocked by Denfield. Denfield putting a little pressure on here. Freeman and Talich in a 2-on-2 battle. Got a penalty called. Looks like Freeman's going to the box for a high stick. So Park goes to the short-handed. Looks like they'll counter with Rude and Corkish at forwards, Berlin and Lucas at D. This one's won by Rude. Berlin behind the net, around. Corkish gets there and nubs down the ice. Denfield out of the zone. Rude with a little pressure. This one's wide. Denfield gets it in, dumps it around. This one hops. Lucas is able to bat it out to the neutral zone. Of course, apply some pressure. This one's dealt off. Denfield controls coming to the zone, tries to go wide. This one's deflected, bounces around. Is able to sneak around Lucas. This one's shot off the side of the net. Schwartz in a battle. 1-on-2 battle. Lucas joins the help. This one pops out. Rude dismisses it. This one's shot on net. Miller with the save. Puck to the side. Rude. Denfield, high point. This one's right on, and Miller makes the save. With 57 seconds left of the penalty. .51 left in the period. Looks like Moss will step in to take the draw here. To the right of Miller. Moss wins this up. Schwartz takes it, clears it all the way down the ice. Schwartz is going to continue on and apply the pressure. Doyle whips it around. Kaplan applies the pressure. Duluth skates it to the neutral zone, over the blue line. Leaves it off, dumps it down, not realizing there. Dahlstrom tries to get it up. That one's blocked. It kept in. Dahlstrom again tries to get it out. This one's there. This one's in the referee skates. Kaplan now trying to battle. This one's chipped out of the zone. Moss applying pressure. 15 seconds left of the penalty. Kaplan applying pressure. He'll make a change. Now Moss. Denfield gets it down and hard around the net. This one's left, and D'Estasio able to chip it out of the zone all the way down. That'll do it for the power play. Bailey applying some pressure. This one's reversed. No one there for Denfield. D'Estasio picks it up, controls it behind the net, keeps walking. Now chips it behind. Bailey, right to D'Estasio. That one's sitting there, and Doyle makes a great save. This one's chipped. Should be another icing. Near chance for D'Estasio there. He had it. Doyle was able to quickly slide over and recover and make the play. Offensive zone face-off with 12:26 left in the period. McMorrow steps in. This one's one back to Nather. Nather controls it, dumps it. Battles, still battling, gets it deep. McMorrow goes down. This one's Nadler in the neutral zone. Now back into the defensive zone. Nadler reverses it to Freeman. Freeman has a little trouble here. This one's chipped out. Denfield dumps it back in. This one's going to go all the way around to Gear. Gear beaten to the puck. Now we're battling along the wall. This one's shot, saved by Miller. McMorrow leads the rush. Freeman over the zone. This one's left for McMorrow. Looks like a delayed penalty coming against the Hunters. This one's ragged up the wall. Schwartz to Rude. Rude to Sand. This one's controlled by Rude. This one's shot, deflected by Defend. With 11:17 left in the second period, looks like Park will go to their first power play. As Liam Doyle goes to the box for holding. Looks like Moss will step in to take the draw here. Moss is booted. Kaplan takes it. Now wins it to back to Korkish. Korkish battles, keep it in. This one over to Rude. Rude down low to Kaplan. Puck's loose. Puck's loose. Under Doyle, and the whistle blows. Puck was free for a second there, but Doyle was able to get that under his body and for the whistle. Moss steps in to take the draw. This one to Denfeld, but does not clear. Korkish controls at the top of the puck. Over to Schwartz. Schwartz to the middle of the ice. Slides it to Korkish. Korkish reverses, pivots. Tries to go to Rude, deflected. Rude keeps it in. Kaplan on the puck, tips it down low to Moss. Schwartz battles. This one's off the glass and stays in. Rude there to hold. Rude tries to slide to Schwartz. Denfield intercepts and takes it down. Looks like Denfield will be the first one to get the puck. This one's shot high and wide. Moss seals in the neutral zone. Out to Rude. Rude. Ball's batted around. Korkish takes control of it. Korkish controls it. Another penalty. Looks like another penalty coming. Looks like another penalty coming. Rude slides it over. Ooh, big save by Doyle. Looks like the Hunters will be going down to 2 men. As number 20, Brady McGinn, goes for interference. It's going to be 5-on-3 here for 51 seconds. Looks like Park will keep the same power play unit out there. Moss steps in to take the draw. This one's one all the way down and out of the zone. It's a good clear. Miller stops it. Schwartz picks it up. Schwartz leaves it to Captain. Captain slides into the zone, goes deep with it. Off the wall to Schwartz. Schwartz to Cap, to Cork. Cork to Rude. Rude off the pipe. This one's bounding around, kind of pops to the side. Schwartz down low to Kaplan. Kaplan over to Schwartz. Schwartz. Shot. No one there for the screen. Easy save for Doyle. Got 12 seconds in the first penalty. 9:28 to go in the period. Moss will step in to take this draw. This one's one to the corner. Schwartz on it. Kaplan tips it out to Rude. Corkish. Over to Schwartz. Schwartz to Corkish. Tips it back to Rude. Rude. Big save by Doyle. First penalty's expired for Duluth. They have 1:07 remaining in the second penalty. Looks like Park will counter with their second unit. McMorrow will step in to take the draw here. This one's one to Tallich. Tallich up the wall. Reverses to Nather. Nather down the wall. Tries to go low with it. Kind of deflected. Nather keeps control. Sand grabs it. Up the wall to Freeman. Freeman down to Sand. Sand throws it back down to Nather. Nather controls it. Getting held again. No call again. Sand slides it over. Just tipped away. Tallich was there. Tallich Sand battle for the loose puck. Nather helps. Nather controls to Tallich. Tallich wheels. Throws. This one bounces off Doyle's shoulder. McMorrow to the puck. He goes up to Freeman. Freeman down the wall. Tallich up to McMorrow. McMorrow shoots. This one's deflected out front. Right back to McMorrow. McMorrow over to Nather. Nather walks in. Fans on the shot. Nather controls though. This one goes to Nather. Looks like another delayed penalty coming against Denfield. Denfield goes to the box again. It's number 17. Braden Erickson, 2 minutes for roughing. Little heated exchange here from the Duluth Denfield head coach. Kaplan steps in, takes the draw. This one's one back to Corkish. Corkish over to Rude. Rude down to Schwartz. That was tipped off his stick. Whipped around to Moss. Moss up the wall. Moss to center. Over to Schwartz. Schwartz walks in, fumbles with it. Turns it over, and Duluth clears. Schwartz had a lane there, just Moss up to Corkish. Leaves it for Moss. Moss had it tipped away. Schwartz though able to regain up to Corkish. Corkish to the center. Over to Rude. Rude walks up to the top. Rude stops. Slides it over to Schwartz. Schwartz down to Kaplan. Kaplan up to Rude. Rude right to Owen on a one-time pass. Just did not connect. Schwartz forechecks. Turns the puck over to Corkish. Corkish now controls it. Throws it back behind to Rude. Rude up the half wall. Rude to the center. Rude to the center. Rude to the center. Rude to the center. Takes a shot. That one's blocked by Duluth Denfield defender. Schwartz though able to control the puck. Schwartz walk. Rude. Scramble out front. Nothing on net yet. Moss is now up the wall. Moss down to Rude. Rude shoots, and this one's saved by Doyle. We got a scrum out front. Looks like Kaplan's down on the ice. We have 33 seconds left in the power play. Talent steps in to take the draw. This one's won by Talent, but this one's run straight out of the zone. Now though, traipses back to get it. Now the reverses. Up the ice he goes. Goes to McMorrow. McMorrow down the half wall. Tries to go to Sand. That was deflected away. Sand, though, controls behind the net. This one off the wall to Freeman. Freeman walks to the middle. Goes down low to Nather. Nather stops. Reverses. Tries to hit Sand. Oh, good tie-up by Denfield. Denfield tries to knock it out of the zone. This one's great keep by Freeman at the blue line. This one's whipped around. Talich able to intercept. Talich battles. Goes to Nather. Nather tries to get it low. Sand tries to go to Freeman. That one's off his stick and out of the zone. Freeman reverses the neutral zone. Tries to go to Talich. Young able to back. Young up to Nather. Nather has to go off his stick. Young low there to get it deep. Bailey gets it, wins the battle, wins the race. Up to Denfield though, they're able to clear out of the zone. D'Estasio racing back. Able to take the puck. D'Estasio over to Berlin. Berlin up to Bailey, off his stick into the neutral zone. Young though able to intercept as he pulls into the zone. He leaves it to no one. It's a turnover. Daly there to get back to dump it in the zone. Root applying the forecheck. This one's turned over. Owen off the wall to Moss. Moss catches, but Duluth is able to defend. This one's off the wall. Able to come in. Berlin deflects it. Root goes off the wall. This one bounces by the defender. Moss gets it and shoots it high over the net. It looks like Cottage Girl is going to get called for too many men on the ice. Wolfpack will go short-handed. 4:29 for too many men on the ice. Penalty will be served by number 17, Jackson Gear. There's a confrontation at the Duluth Denfield box as the referees and the head coach are having a pointed discussion. The discussion is now ended and we're back to the play here. Rude takes a draw. This one's won back. Rude battles, tips it around the net. Freeman races for a puck. Rude's able to get, but kept in by Denfield. Denfield down low to the half wall. Across. Referee had his whistle in his mouth to blow that one dead and should have, but didn't. Long outlet to Corkish at the far blue line. He's able to handle the puck. This was tipped away though, and Denfield back in the attack here. Now they're behind the net. Turns, reverses, tries to go back to Rude. Rude fires it around. This one's kept by Denfield though. Good stick by Freeman, and Freeman's able to clear it all the way down. Minute 5 left in the power play. Lucas in the middle. Battle. This one's cleared up to Denfield. Denfield touches, tips it in the zone. Berlin there. Berlin battled off the puck. Lucas now in the battle. Lucas able to tip it away and clear it out of the zone. Wolfpack will take out everybody. Denfield a little late to get the guys on the ice. There's 34 seconds left in the penalty. Denfield through the neutral zone. This one's bottled up by Dahlstrom at the blue line, tipped away and dumped down into the Denfield zone. Denfield out on the attack now, up through the neutral zone. This one's off the skate. Dumped, fired off another skate. Pistachio will get it and fired all the way down the ice. Root putting in pressure, and this one's going to go down for another Hunter icing. We have 2 seconds left in the penalty. Park will be full strength. Root will step in to take the draw here. Root wins the draw, back to Freeman. This one's deflected. Hops over Moss's stick. Park back to full strength. Nather battles at the blue center red line. Takes a hit. Gets it up to Corkish though, and Corkish is able to get it deep into the 100 zone. This one's ringed around. Root on the forecheck. Tipped by him. This one's up, tipped off the wall by Freeman. Nather's able to tip it down, and another Hunter icing. We got 2:03 left in the period. Shots 20-10 in favor of the Wolfpack. Corkish tries a late shave line change that does not work. Root steps in to take the draw. This one's battled for. Won by the Wolfpack. Corkish over to Lucas. Lucas gets it low. Moss puts a good forecheck. Root takes it out. Tries to go to Lucas, but intercepted. Corkish, though, intercepts. Ed Denfield coming in. Miller with the save. Moss there to clear the rebound. Moss up the wall to Rude. Rude over to Daly. Daly up to Rude. Rude shoots. Rebounds there. Bounces around. Daly goes hard to the net. And we have some more pushing and shoving. I'd love to see something come of this, because I don't think the Duluth coach would make it. And I have no clue what the referee is calling, but it looks like Wolfpack will be shorthanded here. Wow. I am not sure what this referee was actually watching right there, but Wolfpack will go shorthanded with 1:31 left in the period. Looks like Sand will take the draw. Discussion's now ended, and we get back to play again. This was won by the Hunters. Slapped away by Dahlstrom. Dahlstrom in the battle. Sand's able to tip it by the defenseman and out of the zone. This one's taken by Duluth. Into the zone. Chipped in. Dahlstrom tries to get it out. Can't do it. This one's turned over. Slid over. Shot in the goal. Number 12. Wolfpack had a couple chances to clear the puck and just didn't get it out of the zone. Looks like Dolan Haru with the goal. steps in, takes a draw. This one's won back to Freeman. Freeman reverses. This one's tries to go up to Corkish, turned over. Rude takes it. As we have 1 minute left in the period, and we have an offsides. 56 seconds left in the period. Wolfpack down 1-0. Rude will step in to take this neutral zone draw. This one's one to the half wall. Rude back to Nather. Nather over to Freeman. Freeman races in, dumps it in.
Scoring his 6th goal of the season, number 12, Nolan. Assist to number 18, Johnny Scott, and number 8, Bob Kelly and Luke Dumpy.
Rude up to Moss.
15-53, that's Harshu from Scott and Luke Dumpy.
Corkish knocked down with a blatant cross check, but nothing called. Rude now gets it. Goes to Corkish. Corkish shot just wide. This one chipped out. Rude with a shot. He's putting on some late pressure here. Freeman out top. Shot wide. Nather tries to keep in. Chipped away by Rude. This one's dumped down. This one should end the period. Period ends with the Hunters up 1-0. Shots on goal for the game 22-12.
Crazy at the end of the period how it's
Jackets in. Battery too.
in case this one runs out, which it could.
And we're back for the third period with the Wolfpack trailing 1-0. Wolfpack will send out the line of Rude, Moss, and Corkish with Schwartz and Dahlstrom on the defense. When Dahlstrom gets the puck deep low, Moss on the forecheck, bodies him away. Corkish now turnover. Denfield up the half wall. Rude keeps it in. Corkish trying to grab his stick. Rude able to get around that object. Rude back pass to herself. Moss goes to Corkish, but it's batted away by the Denfield. This one's flipped down for and icing. 16:26 in the period. Cottage will step in to take the draw here. Puck's laying there. Cottage is able to get a shot off the goalie, but the net is off and the face-off will remain in the zone. Cottage will step in to take the draw again. So it's one back to Freeman. Freeman turns, flips it into the Hunters bench, and this one will come outside to the neutral zone. Capital step in to take this neutral zone draw. This one won by the Hunters. Hunters reverse up to the neutral zone and will be... This one's supposed to be an icing, but some reason the referee fucking waved it off. I'm not sure what he was looking at. Now there goes up the wall, chipped out of the zone by Cottage, and this one will go down as icing against Cottage Grove. Now the referee's saying nobody initiated, but the guy in the middle of the ice had his arms up the whole time. Holy Lord. Rude will step in to take the defense's own draw. This one's one back. Berlin controls it around the net. This one gets out. And dumped right back in by Denfield. Miller stops behind the net. Lucas now controls it. Lucas tries to go up the wall. This one's knocked down by Denfield. Rude there to tip it away. This one goes controlled by Denfield. Tipped it back deep. Berlin intercepts. Goes to Moss. Moss tries to go to Corkish, and that one's batted away. Berlin gets it. Reverses. Moss gets it. Up the Rude. Rude through the neutral zone with some speed. Moss going hard to the net. Moss tries to go to Corkish. Batted away by the defenseman. Denfield takes off with it. Denfield gets a shot, but it goes over the net. Corkish fumbles with it. Puck does come outside the zone. Denfield regroups up the ice, gets to the red line, dumps it deep. Miller stops it. Balls from controls, gets it tipped away though. Turnover. Denfield out front. And it's in the back of the net. It's like number 21, Jacob Fierro, with the goal. Heavy pressure on the Wolfpack defenseman caused a turnover. Able to capitalize on the turnover. Cottage will step in here for this center ice face-off. This one's won back to Denfield. Tipped up and in by Denfield. Freeman back to get it. Tries to go up the wall. Kaplan controls it. Up to Nather. Nather gets to the red. Now reverses. Back to Freeman. Freeman now controls. Goes off the wall. Tipped, but not out. Denfield keeps it in. Cottage races back to get it. He's got ahead of Steve, now heading up the ice. Cottage gets it deep. Forecheck. Kaplan now controls it. This one's tipped back behind Miller. Kaplan grabs it, reverses it to Berlin. Berlin off the back of the wall, turned over. And it's in the back of the net. Berlin tried to go off the back wall. This one was tipped away by the Denfield forechecker. He was able to control and slide it over to number 18, John Scott, who notches the third Hunter goal. Wolfpack now trail 3-0. 13:49 left in the period. Stasio step in to take the draw. One back to Dahlstrom. Dahlstrom now gets it, dumps it on net. This one's going to be froze by Connor Doyle. Line change here. Wolfpack send out the line of Rude, Moss, and Korkish. Rude steps in to take the draw here. This one slid through and back to Doyle. Doyle covers. Puck goes the half wall, chopped up in the air. This one's back down.
Scoring 16 goals this season, number 18, Johnny.
This one's back to neutral zone. Korkish over to Dahlstrom. Dahlstrom tries to get it up the road, but Denfeld's able to intercept. This one's turned and dumped into the Wolfpack zone. Schwartz, though, able to control the puck and escape. Up the ice he comes. Runs into his own player. This one's turned over, tipped up. Dahlstrom's there. Looks like it's got a step, though. Looks like a delayed penalty is coming. Penalty to Parks number 6, Luke Dahlstrom, for slashing at 13:04. Wolfpack will go short-handed. Kaplan steps in and wins the draw. Freeman's able to control the puck and send it all the way down. So it's up to the neutral zone. Denfield's able to get it deep into the zone. Looks like Daly's there to get it. Tries to reverse it. This one hops off Lucas's skate out front, but Kaplan's there to recover and clear it all the way down the ice. This one's carried up through the neutral zone by Denfield. Controlled behind the net. Flipped up the half wall. Turned over. McMorrow now with the puck. Sand coming late. McMorrow fumbles with the puck, turns it over, gets it low. Sand now on the forecheck still. Denfield looks content just to control the puck and eat up the rest of this power play as the time winds down with the 3-0 lead. Good pressure by Stasio to knock it down. Denfield, though, is able to control, dump it into the zone. Freeman to the race, battle one-on-one. Denfield's able to control, tipped around. Nadler blocks a shot, tries to get it out, and does. Denfield now regroups into the neutral zone. Little interchange. Able to come down. Freeman, though, able to block the shot, and Kaplan able to clear it all the way down. 17 seconds left for the penalty. Rude with some pressure here. Denfield, though, able to control, get it up the half wall. Rude still on the pressure. One minor rush here before the power play ends. Denfield looks content, though, to get it over and dump it deep. Schwartz able to control, reverses it back to Daly. Daly up to Korkish. Korkish goes long to Moss. Moss is in. Partial break. Takes a shot. Able to control it under his arm and make the save. Referee does not look to be paying attention again. Did not see the shove behind the net. So we remain 5-on-5. Rude will step in to take this offense zone face-off. This one's won in the corner, though, by Denfield. Daly on the forecheck, chipped up the wall. Race back, Rude intercepts, takes it over. Goes wide to Daly. Daly controls it, back to Moss. Moss goes low to Rude. Rude controls. Able to slide it back to Moss. Moss tries to go to Korkish, but Denfeld's there to defend. Schwartz keeps it in, though, down to Rude. Rude, though, had the puck taken away. Denfield to the neutral zone. Rude able to steal it up to Daly. Daly, though, then tries to get it to Moss, a little too far ahead of him, and Denfield back the other way. Daly steps up, and the puck exits the play. 10:09 to go in the third. Wolfpack down 3-0. Out to step in to take this defense's own face-off. This one's controlled, and Lucas is able to rim it around. Sand chips it up to Kaplan. Kaplan in on a semi-break. Good play by number 20 to deflect that one out of play. Wolfpack is getting a couple rushes, but the pucks just can't get on net. Deflecting galore. Top line back out for the Wolfpack here as Rude steps in to take the face off. This one's won back to Moss. Moss over to Berlin. Berlin's able to dump it deep low to Korkish. Korkish on the wall. This one goes down to Rude. Rude back to the net. Rude stuff temp. Able to be knocked out to the blue line. Berlin keeps it in. This one's chipped by Rude down low to Moss. Moss tries to go out top, but deflected out of the zone. Berlin tries to get it deep. That one's deflected and back into the Wolfpack zone. Lucas now will win the race. Chips it up to Rude. Rude tries to go to the middle. Turned over. Able to regroup, though, as Rude takes in. And an offside call. Neutral zone face-off here as Kaplan steps in to take it. 9:18 to go in the third. This was one back by Denfield. Denfield up. Tries to go off the wall, but this one's deflected off the Wolfpack player and all the way down, so I had no icing. This one's turned over, though. Kept in. Denfield to win the race. Chips it back up to the point. Stick broke on that one. Kaplan up to Talich for a breakaway. Talich shoots it, but Doyle's able to make the save again. Wolfpack have had their chances, just unable to put one by Connor Doyle. Score remains 3-0. 8:53 left in the period. Talich steps in to take this off the zone face-off. This one's one to the corner, though. Sand on the forecheck. Denfield chips it around. Talich is over there to win the race. This one, though, chipped by Caden Schwartz. Max Kaplan there at the blue line, though, able to get a shot on net. And Doyle's able to steer it up into the netting. Puck remain in the zone here. Kaplan will take the draw. This one's one back, but Denfield able to control. Denfield racing through the neutral zone, gets to the red line, and they are content to get the puck deep and make the Wolfpack go the full length of the ice for any chance. Schwartz is able to control, reverses it back to Talich. Talich tries to chip it up the wall, intercepted by Denfield. Denfield controls it, goes back deep behind the net. Schwartz is able to win the race, chips it up the wall. This one tries to get to the blue line, but stays in. Miller shot on net. Miller with the save. Denfield turns and fires it right back into the zone. This one's back out front. Good defensive play by Talos to be there. But as far as I get it, is to the blue line. This one's shot high and over the net. Denfield able to chip it deep again. And now we got a scrum. Schwartz able to escape with the puck, though. Tries to go to Sand. Denfield player stepped up to try to take it. Therefore, no icing. Denfield up the half wall, chips it out of the zone. Daly over to Moss. Moss controls it. This one's on net, steered behind the net. Corkish now controls it. Walks up the half wall to Daly. Daly one-timer, and this one steered up into the netting. 7:22 left in the third. Hunter still up 3-0. This one will be to the right of Doyle. Rude steps in to take the face off. This one to the half wall. Corkish is able to control. But then loses control. Puck to the neutral zone. Corkish spins out of it. Up the wall. To Rude. This one's dumped in. Corkish is on there. This one's rimmed around. Tries to get it by Daly. Daly's able to keep. This one off the side of the net. This one's now off the wall. By Daly. Miller comes out to play it. This one, Daly to Lucas. Lucas chips it up the wall. This one's close enough to not call it. Sand in a battle. Bailey now there to help. Sand now pinched off, and Denfield's able to control, and out the zone they come. Denfield gets the red line, chips it in. Not sure where that one was missed, but another penalty. This one's up to McMorrow. McMorrow tries to control it, and Denfield will take a roughing penalty. Number 17, Braden Erickson will go to the box for roughing. .626, and the Wolfpack will go to the power play. In desperate need of one here. Capital step in to take the draw. To Doyle's right here. So it's one stalemate. Denfield tries to chip up the wall, kept in by Corkish. Corkish rolls out of it, rolls the middle, leaves it off for Rude. Rude walks, goes down low to Moss. Moss back up to Corkish. Corkish shoots, stick deflected away, and Denfield's able to get it all the way down the ice. Corkish back to pick it up, circles, comes up the ice, brings it in the zone. Slows, controls, goes to Rude. Rude in the slot. Shot, goal. Jackson Rude with the wrister, top of the circles, puts the Wolfpack on the board. Power play goal. 5:50 left in the period. It's now 3-1. Duluth with the lead still. A much needed power play goal. See if they can continue with the momentum on this. And Rude steps in, takes neutral zone draw. This one's one back to Denfield. Denfield gets to the red line, dumps it in. This one's rimmed all the way around. Hops over Denfield's stick, but they're able to control. Gets it down low. Corkish is there. Stops, reverses. Schwartz up the wall. To Rude. Rude tips it up to Moss. Moss to Schwartz. Off the pipe. Another fabulous chance. Just not able to bury it in the back of the net. This one's dumped out by Denfield. Not going to be far enough for icing. Dahlstrom collects. Runs out of room, able to chip it down, but this one's going to go for icing. Fabulous chance there from Schwartz, going through the slot, just able to not tuck it by the goalie. Off the pipe. 5:07 remains. Wolfpack still down 3-1. Talix will step in to take this defense's own draw. This one's won back by Denfield. Shot saved by Miller. Puck to the corner. Now they're in the battle. Puck's there. Tallis tries to go up the wall. intercepted by Denfield. Denfield down in there, chipped it, fired back into the corner. This one's off the wall. Sand tries to chip it. This one's going to go waved off. No, does not make it. This one's running around, jumps over net. They're sticking the neutral zone. Freeman there over there to corral, but he's able to get it chipped by. Looks like they've taken both players. Quincy Miners called at 4:32. It'll remain 5-on-5. Face-off will be to the left of Aiden Miller. Corker steps in to take the draw. This one's one Moss, but then off his stick, and Denfeld's be able to get it deep. Dahlstrom gets a shot on net, goes behind. Schwartz is there. Moss is there to battle, chips it deep. Rude on the forecheck. Duluth able to spin out of it, tries to chip at the wall. Corkerso tries to keep it in, but this one's able to get out of the zone. Dahlstrom with the neutral zone. Tries to go across to Schwartz, but intercepted by Denfeld. Coincidental penalties were Freeman for holding and John Scott for holding. Big hit through the neutral zone here. Schwartz. McMorrow gets it up to DeStasio. DeStasio over the blue line. And he's tackled. McMorrow with a great chance. Saved by Doyle. Wolfpack will go back to the power play with 3:23 left in the period as number 20, Brady McGinn, goes 2 minutes for holding. 3:23 left in the period. Wolfpack down 2, but they're on the power play. Kaplan will step in to take this offense's zone draw. This one's one back to Denfield though, and they're able to ring it up and off the net. Kaplan will step back in to take the draw. Nope. Looks like Moss will replace him, take the draw. This one's one back to Corkish. Corkish tries to shoot. Puck is blocked though, but Rude is able to contain. Over to Corkish. Corkish over to Rude. One-timer off the heel and into the corner. Schwartz on the battle. Nather's able to control. Nather up the wall. Leaves it for Rude, or Corkish. Corkish to the wall. That one slides off his stick. He goes low to Moss. Moss up the half wall. Tries to go beak side to Schwartz, was there, just over his stick. Nather controls, comes up the half wall. Up the top to Corkish. Corkish moves to the middle. Slides it to Rude. Rude one-timer in the back of the net. Wolfpack close the gap even more on the power play goal from Jackson Rude. That'll be Rude from Corkish and Nether. 2:40 left. 3-2. .240 left in the period here. We've got a good one going. It's like Kaplan will Corkus will step in and take the neutral zone draw. This one's at center. Schwartz carries. Controls, spins out of it. Gets it low. Corkus takes a bump. Kaplan able to control. Denfeld's able to clear, but knocked down by Schwartz. Schwartz into the zone. This one's chipped out. Races on. Kaplan's there. Should win this. Controls it. Back behind his net. The goal will read Rude from Corkish and Schwartz. Schwartz carries into the zone. Drops it off for Kaplan. Kaplan shoots. Doyle's there to make the save. 1:55 left. Wolfpack down 1. Got a feeling timeout's coming here shortly. Wolfpack will call their timeout. .155 left. Wolfpack are doubling up on shots on the Hunters, 36-18. But the Hunters have the score that matters, leading 3-2 here. Coach Corkus calls timeout here to give that top line a rest. Timeout is over. Wolfpack will go with Rude, Corkish, Moss, Nadler, Kaplan, and Schwartz. Rude will step in to take this offensive zone face-off to Doyle's right. Rude wins the ball, back to Schwartz, Schwartz back to Kaplan, one-timer off the till, but is deflected out of the zone. Park will remain in this offensive zone face-off here. Kaplan steps in to take the draw. This one's sit there. Kaplan's able to recover, push it to the half wall. Rude tries to get it low, bottled up. Rude though able to hold. And back out. Rude controls. Gets it deep. Doyle out to control it. Tries to get it around high off the glass. This one hops out. Schwartz though able to keep it in the zone. Rude's got it. Off the goalie. Doyle makes the save. High off the chest. 1:22 left in the period. Capital step in to take the draw again. This one throws one to the Denfield corner and high off the glass of the neutral zone. Moss back to get it. He reverses it. Up the Rude. Rude to Sand. Sand leaves it for Schwartz. Schwartz on net, but easy save for Doyle. 1:05 left. Kaplan again steps in to take the draw. This one's stalemated. Should be 2 seconds put back on the clock.
Timeout Denfield.
Duluth does take their time out, but doesn't look like any time will be added to the clock. Is he? Looks like they're going to try to add 2 seconds, but this could be a long one here, as we have 10 seconds now on the clock. Looks like it'll be 105, or should be, there we go, 105 left in the game. Period. Wolfpack still pressuring to get that equalizer here. Out shooting the Hunters 38-18. 38-18 our shots on net. Face-off will be to the left of Connor Doyle. Looks like Corkish will step in to take this draw. Moss will step in to take the straw if both centers are escorted out. This was one of the corner. Corkish on it. Finally throws it around. Unfortunately, that one's tipped out to neutral zone. Rude there. Up to Schwartz. Schwartz tries to get it deep. Sand out front to Kaplan. Kaplan controls. Holds. Spins it back down low. Sand there now. And we're going to get a penalty for interference on the Wolfpack at 39 seconds. Moss will go to the box for interference. It's 39 seconds. Brutal step in and takes his defense's own draw. Rude's able to win the draw. Schwartz able to control. Corkish has it. Controls it to Schwartz. Schwartz up the wall to Rude. Rude spins up to Corkish. Corkish over the blue line. Loses control of the puck. Denfield chips it up the wall. This one gets by Sand. 18 shoots it wide. This one's out of the zone. Rude controls it. Leaves it for Kaplan. 10 seconds left. Kaplan over the line. And we get a final penalty with 2.9 seconds left as Sand goes to the box for cross-checking. Looks like the Wolfpack will come up just short here with 2.9 seconds left at a 3-2 deficit. Draw's controlled, and that'll be the end of it. Wolfpack come up on the wrong end of the stick, losing 3-2.